Okay, everyone, welcome back. You probably were thinking, Miss Melissa, there's got to be a quicker way to use partial quotients. And there is. Instead of having to drag out base 10 pieces or money pieces, we can just use drawings. And we're going to use an area model this time as our model for partial quotients. We're still finding small chunks, splitting it into like finding bigger pieces and splitting it up, but we're using an area model. So I have 735 divided by 7. And instead of writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm just going to write a 7 here because I know I'll have 7 groups. And just like we did area models with the big rectangles and multiplication, it's sort of the same thing. But instead of knowing what we're splitting up our 735 into, we're going to have to decide what we want to split it into. So the first thing I'm thinking is like, I could do 10, put 10 here, but that would only pass out like 70, right? Because if I put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, that's not that much. But my number is 735. So I'm actually going to pass out 100 to each first. I'm going to pass out 100. 100 first. Okay, so I'm passing out 100, making my area model, right? Because 7 times 100, wow, that's 700. So far I've passed out 700 pieces. I'm going to put 700 over here because I need to check to make sure I have passed out 735. I need to make sure I pass out all the pieces. Okay, so I've passed out 700. I still have 35 to go. Well, hey, I know that 5, that's supposed to be 5. I know that 5 times 7 is 35. 7 times 5 equals 35. So I've passed out 700 plus 35. That's 735. Did I pass out all of them? Let me check. Yep, 735. Check. Okay, now what's my quotient? What's my answer to this division problem? Well, I passed out, there's 100 in each. I passed out 100 to each, and then I passed out 5. So these two together, 100 plus 5 equals 105. So 735 divided by 7 is 105. Let's try one more. Ooh, okay. What if I have 858 divided by 6? Let me start by setting up my problem. So I'm going to split it up into like 6 rows. And again, I'm going to just start with 100. I know that 6 times 100 is 600, and this number is bigger than 600. So I'll start with 100. 100 times 6 equals 600. Okay. So far I have used 600 and I need to use 858. So I still have a lot to go. I still have, let's see, 858. I still have 258 to go. Ooh. All right. Well, I can't do another 100. If I did 50, that would be 300. That would be too big. Let me do 40. And I'm choosing to do 40 because I know 2 times 4 is 24. So 40 times 6, or 4 times 6, with 4 times 6 tens, is 240. Okay, so far I've used 240, adding these two together. So far I've used 840. Ooh, I'm so close. I just have like a few more to go. What if I did 2? Let's do 2 because that's 12, and I know that will get me pretty close. 2 times 6 equals 12. Okay, so now I've passed out 12 more. That's 852. Well, I still need to pass out 6 more. Let me do it really quick. 6 more. So, that's just 1. So, because 6 times 1 equals 6. Okay, I passed out 6 more. Now I've passed out 858. That's all that I needed to pass out. How many did I give to each row? Well, 100 plus 40 plus 2 plus 1. Out of all of these, 143. Wow, 100.